Hello, and welcome to the Cal Poly Pomona On-Campus Interview Orientation Program. My name is Michael Marinoff. I'm the Associate Director of the Career Center. Today I'd like to talk to you about our On-Campus Interview Orientation Program in a little bit more detail. What is on-campus interviewing? On-campus interviewing is an opportunity for students to meet with employers directly who are hiring currently for internship, part-time, and full-time job opportunities. These employers come onto our campus and use our facility and location to conduct these interviews for the convenience of the students so that they do not have to travel to the client location. Participating employers have included the big names such as Boeing, Target, Panda Express, Northrop Grumman, and we're growing those numbers each week by including marketing, outbound communications, so that we have even more participation from the employers in the community. Various schedule types to the on-campus interview program and how it works. We have 3 different schedule types. The first type is an open interview schedule. This gives you the opportunity to take the initiative, to look proactively at what companies have open interview schedules, and to schedule yourself for one of those interview slots. This is the only type of interview schedule that you can proactively fill your information in and schedule yourself to meet with these employers. A great opportunity. The other 2 schedule types include pre-select and resume collect. Pre-select and resume collect are controlled by the employer, by the recruiter, which requires resume and portfolio submission, and for the employer to schedule the setup of those interviews. How to participate. The first aspect of this process requires exactly what you're doing right now. On-campus interview orientation is a mandatory aspect of the on-campus interview program. That includes the video you're watching right now. Concluding this video will be to go through the PowerPoint presentation located on the link next to this video. And at the conclusion of that PowerPoint will be the on-campus interview program quiz. Again, a mandatory aspect of participating in this program is to complete the orientation process, complete the quiz, and either submit via email or send back directly to the Career Center. Once we have received the overview that you have conducted the orientation program, we would ask that you make sure you have completed a profile on Bronco Connection, which includes uploading of your resume, cover letter, portfolio, and any other documents that you want to have included in that professional profile. Make sure that your grades and academic standing is in good status, and make sure that you have your information posted again to Bronco Connection. On-campus interview procedure guidelines and the reasons in which we're having the orientation currently. The employers take the time to come from their facility specifically to meet with the student body on this campus. They take their time, their money, and their resources away from their daily responsibilities at their physical location to come here on our behalf. It is with those requirements that we have a zero-tolerance policy to lack of communication, to failures to show, or cancellations. Mandatory cancellation policy includes, if you need to cancel your interview, you must notify the Career Center with at least 2 days notification. Contacting the Career Center will initiate the process to communicate to the employer and allow another student the opportunity to fill that interview slot. If you need to cancel within 2 days, so without 48 hours notice, we ask that it be provided in written format to the Career Center, again, so that we can supply that information to the recruiter and work diligently to schedule another student for that interview opportunity. And I will reiterate that this is a zero-tolerance policy. Failure to show for your interview will result in suspension from the on-campus interview program for 1 year. So cancellation without notification, 2 days prior, or written notification within those 2-day period of time will result in suspension of on-campus interview privileges for 1 complete year. Accepting offers. You will have the ability to speak to be extended, and to discuss offers for employment with these employers on the spot. We have recommendations and tips. First, you have the Career Center staff at your disposal to work with and talk to about the offers, about presenting counter offers, about the details of these offers. And we recommend highly that you take your time to weigh all of those details before responding. Weigh the pros and cons, have an opportunity to make sure that that offer fits in to your career goals and aspirations currently and for the future. If you need more time to make your decision, we simply ask that you work with the Career Center and communicating with that recruiter to put that decision out no longer than 1 week and letting them know what decision needs to be made and why. And again, tips for success. Prior to the interview, first and foremost, research the organization that you are interviewing with. With access to the internet and the information available to these companies today, there's relatively little excuse as to why homework wasn't done prior to going in on the interview. Many of these employers offer information sessions on campus prior to the time that they schedule their on-campus interviews, specifically to recruit and disseminate information about the positions and their company. We highly recommend participation in the information sessions for this purpose. Attending any information sessions, attending any possible workshops that are put on through the Career Center or any of the local clubs and organizations on campus in which these employers are participating are also excellent ways to prepare for your interview. Other tips that we have include making sure that you are dressed appropriately. We always recommend for gentlemen complete suit and tie, and for ladies suit and tie equivalent. Making sure that you properly greet the interviewer, presenting yourself and your resume in the most professional context. Remember to show your interest and your appreciation to the interviewer as they are here again, taking the time to meet with you at your location instead of having you drive to theirs. At the conclusion of the interview, be sure you thank your interviewer for their time. Get a business card, and you will be asked to complete a student survey. We need this feedback in order to make sure that this program runs as effectively and efficiently as possible. And we do go through these surveys to make the changes necessary to make sure that you, the students, have the best possible experience with our on-campus interview program. Finally, make sure that you send a thank you within 24 hours of meeting with your employer. At this point, I'll direct you to the PowerPoint presentation, which we just went through. That's located on the same link to the left. At the end of the PowerPoint presentation will be the on-campus interview quiz, again, a mandatory aspect to commence the on-campus interview process. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the Career Center directly at any time during our open hours, or you can call us at 909-869-2342. I thank you for your time.